people usually find their way to a raw and living foods diet from two directions. Either you're curious, you've heard the benefits, you want more energy, better digestion, and that feeling of lightness, or you've tried raw before, maybe more than once, and it just didn't stick. Things were great at first, and then something knocked you off course. And I totally get it. Raw can feel hard when you approach it the way most people do. But the biggest misconception out there is that raw itself is the problem. And most of the time, it's not the food, it's the foundation, how you approach it, how you set yourself up, and the expectations, right? And let's not forget that good old saying, expectations, more often than not, bring disappointment. So in this video, we're going to break down 5 of the most common reasons that people struggle and a few simple adjustments that you can make so you're set up to actually succeed. No pressure or perfectionism, just a bit more clarity. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to a video to recalibrate with Nate. I'm Nate, and if you're new here, this is where we rethink health through raw and living foods and a grounded mindset. Now, if you've been on this path with me already, welcome back. I'm excited to dive into our topic today, but before we begin, I would just like to share that we have some awesome sales going on right now, which may really help you around this holiday season. We are a part of what's called the plant-based bundle. And this year's bundle is a collection of 80 things from different plant-based vegan chefs and content creators from around the world, valued at over $3,200. Now, Alyssa and I have contributed almost $900 worth of content to this year's bundle to help you on your path. Inside, you're getting 12 things from us, and all you pay is $50, and you get to download anything or everything that's in the bundle. So go on down and click the link in the description box below for the plant-based bundle and grab it now because it ends on December 7th. We also have a sale going on right now for our ebooks, and you can get any or all of our 28 ebooks for 60% off with the code RAWFOOD60. You can also find our school community, which is 30% off right now, and this is where you will get access to a lot of our exclusive content, including access to our live raw food classes and all the replays, all the previous classes that we've done over the last year and a bit. There's over 80 hours of class replays that you can watch, and we have daily posts coming out with monthly challenges and tons of recipes. So if you're looking for accountability or for some connection, this is a great place that you can join and find us there. It's 30% off right now, and there's no code. All you have to do is just go to the link in the description or go to the website at school.com and sign up. It's $33 a month right now, and at the end of the year, it will go back up to $47 a month. So this is your chance to lock in at $33 a month. We also have an online meal planning app, and this is a great tool if you need something to help you plan your meals. It's packed with raw vegan recipes that are super easy to make, ones that range from low fat to more moderate fat, and every week the app generates a 5-day meal plan. And you can add days 6 and 7 if you want to have the full week in there. And it also generates out a grocery list with all the ingredients that you need to make everything that is in your meal plan, which makes it super simple when it's time to go to the store and grab the goodies and ingredients. Now, the app is $5 a month, and it's charged or billed quarterly or yearly. Now, if you sign up for the year, it's only $50, which means you get 2 months free. So go on down there if anything interests you. All right, let's dig into this. Most people don't want to become a raw foodie because they're bored. They want raw foods because they're tired of feeling heavy, inflamed, sluggish, stuck, or disconnected from their body. And if we take a moment to look around, there's a lot of that going on, and it doesn't have to be that way. You want to feel good. You want more energy. You want your digestion to work like it's supposed to, with healthy daily eliminations. And let's face it, the majority of the population is chronically constipated, and that is a huge problem, right? You want clarity and simplicity, not a life dependent on crazy meal prep time and is this oil extra virgin or will it kill me? Right? Raw and living foods can give you that once you build a solid foundation. And this is where a lot of people's paths really start, the desire to feel better, plain and simple. Now, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the most common obstacles that we all face when changing to a raw and living foods diet. Now, the first obstacle is underfueling. This is the first thing that knocks people down. Most people who fail on a raw diet don't actually fail from a raw diet. They simply fail by not eating enough calories. They go raw and accidentally eat like 900 calories a day. Not on purpose. They're just not used to getting their energy from fresh foods. And if your energy tanks, of course, you're going to think raw doesn't work for you. This is where I always say, use smoothies as an anchor. They're simple, they're fast, they help you cover calories, minerals, fiber, and they give your body something reliable to run on while you're figuring out the rest. And if you want help with that, the smoothie solution is in the bundle linked below. I wrote that book literally for this exact reason. Now, second, and this is a big one, is that people aren't eating enough variety. They'll eat the same few foods every single day and wonder why they're burnt out. Now check it out. If your version of raw is apples, bananas, and romaine on repeat, you're going to be bored out of your mind. Your gut microbiome, or our little dudes as I like to call them, wants variety. Your nervous system actually responds to variety. Your taste buds want variety. There's a reason we have 5 primary taste buds: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, the savory ones. And when your food is exciting, colorful, juicy, hydrating, crisp, and crunchy, your consistency goes way up. You don't need to turn into a 5-star raw chef overnight, but you do need rotation. And this is where recipes help. Now, everything Lissa, my wife, and I create, the meal plans, the dressings, the spreads, the crackers, is built to give you variety without complication. And you'll find all of those and more in the bundle linked below. Now, third on our list is our environment. And here's a simple truth for you. Your environment will beat your willpower every time. If your kitchen is set up for raw becomes easy. If your kitchen is set up for your old habits win by default. Now try this out. Keep grab-and-go foods around. Keeping your produce washed and easy to grab, say like grapes or melons, washed and cut up in a Tupperware ready to go, or having your salad fixins already pre-chopped and packaged in a jar or a Ziploc bag, and your dressings made in advance is key. And although some of those things might sound pretty hardcore, they only take a few minutes to put together. Make it easy on yourself. This is where prep comes in clutch. And in our school community, we do live kitchen demos. And one of the demos that we have done a couple of times before, and will most likely do more in the future, is to show you how you can prepare an entire day's worth of food for 2 people in less than an hour. That may sound like a lot, but you're worth it. Don't ever forget that. 1 hour. Everything's done from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. How can you fail? And if you're a single person, that's food for 2 days. Now, if your fridge is stuffed with colorful, vibrant, raw, and living foods, and maybe a few condiments, right? Raw becomes effortless. Now, if your fridge looks like a bachelor's or bachelorette's fridge, you know what I'm talking about. Man, you're in trouble. Now, fourth obstacle would be the social pressure without a plan. Now, raw isn't about isolating yourself, and I would never tell you to stop having a social life. You just need a plan. Eat before you go. Bring fruit or a raw wrap with you. Order a big salad and a couple of side dishes. Just tell them, no oil or butter, please. Right? Don't rely on a restaurant to magically match your goals unless you call them first and see if they can accommodate your wishes. And some do. Some chefs have actually come out to meet us and tell us how much fun they had making something different. People respect clarity. If you're confident, nobody cares about what's on your plate. We all just want to chew together. And if someone does ask and is genuinely, curious, like why you're eating a salad and a side dish or 3 and not what maybe you would normally have eaten, just tell them, yeah, I'm doing this new thing and I've been feeling pretty good. That disarms them a lot of the time. And number 5 would be perfectionism. And more often than not, perfectionism can destroy people on their path when it comes to certain things like diet. Nobody goes raw and becomes flawless on day 1. And honestly, I personally don't think there's such thing as a flawless diet, even though I've heard many people say that exact term. Nobody suddenly glows, floats, and starts talking to dolphins, right? You're a human being. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. A wobble is not a failure. A slip is not a setback. One moment is not the whole story. If you're committed to improving your health and you keep showing up, you're doing it right. Trust your body and support it just by consistently making healthier choices. Eating an all raw or high raw diet becomes easy when you stop treating it like a 30-day dare and start treating it like a lifestyle you're building piece by piece. And here's the simple roadmap. Eat enough. Eat variety. Count colors. Keep your fats balanced. Use smoothies to anchor your day. Set up your environment. Right? Have a plan for social situations. Drop the perfectionism. Stay patient with yourself. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to be intentional and consistent. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, okay, maybe I can actually do this. Good. That means this message has hit, and that's what's important. Raw doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be rigid. You're not trying to become the poster child for purity, or maybe you are, I don't know. You're someone who wants to feel better, think clearer, digest smoother, to live in a body that feels lighter and more energized. And if raw resonates with you, you can absolutely make it work without burnout, without feeling overwhelmed, without losing your mind. And if you want resources, grab the plant-based bundle down in the link. It's built to make this path easier, not harder. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. And if someone popped into your mind while watching or listening, feel free to share it with them. It may help them out too. And until the next one, love ya.